Hi, I'm Roger Blohm, Executive Vice President at Telarus, and we are here in the studio today filming Behind the Desk segment with Telesystems. Their National Channel Manager, Belair, is with us. Hi, Ray. How are you doing today?
Doing great, Roger. How are you?
Great. We're thrilled to have you here. We're excited about what we're going to teach the partner community today, get a few questions in and out, and get started on how we can sell more Telesystems and understand it better. So why don't we just jump right in? I'm not sure everybody knows who Telesystems is, so why don't you give us a quick overview of who you are as a company, organization, and a little background of yourself as well.
Yeah, great. Happy to do that. So we actually, Telesystem, we are, well, actually what I'll tell you is everyone says Telesystems, and I caught you right there as well. We are actually Telesystem, singular. We actually have had marketing campaigns around that. Like everyone wants to put an S at the end of our name, and we had a little bit of fun with it. We had a little video of Thanos going like this, getting rid of the S recently on LinkedIn. So don't worry, I'm not gonna give you a hard time. Everybody does it, but no, Telesystem is we essentially for us it's really about the experience. And so the people that know us know what we do well, and really what we do is we're multi-site, multi-solution, being able to put together solutions, and really not just, transactional, more, here's what, looking at the solution, talking to the partners, working with the customers, being able to put together a really tailored and just high touch approach to all our implementation. So it's not, necessarily, okay, I need this product, or I need this much bandwidth. For us, really, we work with Telarus partners and others that really just they want to come to us, not just as a marketplace, although we can do all that because we are a nationwide carrier and aggregator of these services, but really someone who can really, be a partner on these implementations and these things. And so yeah, just a little brief history. We've been in business for almost 26 years. We're part of the Block Communications family, which owns newspapers, TV affiliates, you name it, other cable codes throughout the country. So we have that, we're not the gigantic LEC type company, but we also are well positioned, and we have the size to basically put together any type of solution in this marketplace. So that's a little bit about the company. Myself, I've known Telarus and yourself for a number of years now. I've been in telecommunications for well over a decade, working in the channel exclusively now for a number of years. So yeah, that's my background, and again, working with Telarus for a number of years now, getting to know all your different departments. It's been a great experience so far, and we look forward to continued growth.
That's incredible. And so you're right. We have known each other a while. We've known apparently not well enough to know there's not an S at the end of your name, but I thought I said Telesystem. I'm going to be good at that though. I'm not going to make that mistake the rest of the episode at least. As we think about which products that are most common in the ones you're selling, if I'm a partner out there and I'm watching this episode, what are the products I should think? Let me look at Telesystem when I hear about those things. What are the biggest growth areas you guys have as a company going on right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Really, in terms of what they should think of us for. Again, we're not just trying to say give us all your largest deals, but really anything multi-solution, multi-site. We're doing a lot with SD-WAN right now. We have multiple flavors of that. We're seeing a lot of growth there, as are lots of people. More and more partners are bringing those types of opportunities to me. We're having great growth there. We also are seeing like UC. You can imagine that's, especially now with everyone working from home, with the move to the cloud, we're seeing a ton of growth there as well. We do very well. We do a lot of stuff with voice and data together, whether it's SIP trunking or UCaaS, contact center. We're seeing more of those opportunities. So really, just if it's a solution, if it's a situation where those are all things that the partners are looking for. It's not just square peg and a round hole. We have a lot of flexibility because of the wide offerings that we have and the vendors that we work with. We can put together a custom solution, and that's really one of our strengths. So for SD-WAN, I think sometimes people have preconceived ideas of what it really is. And the good news is we're at a point now where we have a solution to fit just about most of the needs of the customer. So what we say is let's just have a conversation either with you or the customer. What are they trying to achieve? What are they looking for? Is it simple, looking for just a failover and aggregation, or is there more to it? Are they looking for that next-gen firewall option? And again, we have that ability to offer that, from the very large enterprise deal to the very small. They need a very simple SD-WAN solution. So we're seeing tons of growth in that area, and that's where we're getting a lot of opportunities. We also have a niche, with managed Wi-Fi. That's not something you see as much of, but we're actually having a lot of Telarus partners have come to us for that. That's something where it is a little unique, but the situation that we have a great product for that. And what we found is when we have those conversations, they realize, wait, a fully managed Wi-Fi network, that's great. So again, not everyone's doing that. That's a little niche area that we have, and we're seeing success there too.
That is actually fascinating. So a partner can come in and sell a managed Wi-Fi in a building, and you guys can go, deploy the Wi-Fi and take care of it monthly, and it's a monthly fee. Is that how that works?
Correct. A monthly, it's an NRC model. It's fully managed. We, deploy, manage all the access points and switches. The cabling is not, we're not going to, go down that route, but we have lots of people that, we can recommend to take care of that. But yeah, to your point, it's a fully managed Wi-Fi network with the managing of the switches, the APs, a great portal to see, all kinds of analytics, great visibility into down to the IP level, seeing what's going on, finding out what's going on with maybe an AP that might be down. So again, what I just say is, you want to learn more about it, let's have a conversation and see if it's, that's going to fit for you. And what we found is people, partners, customers, they don't want to manage a bunch of APs. They don't want to have to mess with all that stuff. So with this solution, they've got a great opportunity to, give their customer something that's really going to, give them what they need. And it's all fully managed, and it's just in a monthly recurring revenue model.
Yeah, I love that. That's a huge need out there as people try to outsource or maybe aren't working. You mentioned this, so let's talk a little bit about the work from home. That's a trend that we don't know how permanent that is. We don't know how long it's going to last. What are you seeing? What are the things that partners should be looking for as they look and try to deal with this idea of, are we going to work from home or not forever?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's, we've been for years, like people like myself and you, we've talked about moving to the cloud, and it was more just, it was a nice to have, now it's a need to have. So what we've seen, like when everything sort of shut down, we were doing tons of, we were actually doing a free 3-month trial of our Telesystem video conferencing, did a ton of that, and we still are now. We've seen actually internally, we have all the different tools. We use a ton of Microsoft Teams, integrate Microsoft Teams. And now we have our UC, we have the offering that integrates with that as well, because we've seen the popularity in Teams. And really from just as a company, what we've seen actually, fortunately, we're not looking to take away headcount. We're actually adding people throughout the country. We're actually, as we're growing, we're adding regional channel managers. So I guess what I would say is, you have to learn how to leverage these technologies, cloud-based solutions, particularly, an SD-WAN or VPN. Everyone's, using VPNs to remote work. These are things that you really have to take a look at now, and evaluate, how much longer is it worth keeping things prem-based versus the cloud. So we've seen that, and who knows how long it's going to continue to be the trend. So we have to just find the ways to support the partners to find these opportunities to let these businesses make this work as best as they can for their organizations.
I love it. It's helpful. By the way, as long as we're in this, you mentioned, I think we had the product. We really had the managed Wi-Fi is interesting. You got your video collaboration with Teams. I think some of these things we need to pull out and say, look, I don't know that I'm always thinking Telesystem when I think of Microsoft Teams, but it sounds like you've spent the time and energy to get the video plugged into Teams and supporting that. Any other product announcements we can tease the folks with, or anything out there they should be really aware and dialed into?
Yeah, I mean, actually, we have on the SD-WAN side, what we have is unique partnership with Versa and Telarus, actually. So what we do is we offer multiple flavors of that. Versa, there's the Versa Secure product, which is a very robust SD-WAN product that that Telarus partners, and your engineering team are very familiar with. very great, fantastic product, honestly. And then there's the Versa Titan offering too, and the Versa Secure and the Versa Titan are both managed products. That's a managed solution from us. I think the difference with Secure is that that's a little bit more a lot more customization, and a lot more IT know-how behind it. Whereas the Titan product, which they've gotten to market with, and we're doing more and more of, it's designed for lean IT. That's designed for people where they want something that, they don't have a ton of IT resources. They don't need a ton of customization, and they want something that's going to install fairly easily at a pretty expressive price point, and it's really easy to manage. It's got like a portal. It's got like a smartphone app where you can manage. You can see what's going on in your network right there. And then what we have, exclusive with you guys, is a do-it-yourself option. So for whatever partners are out there, or MSPs, if they want to own the SD-WAN and manage it themselves, they can use us through Telarus to basically be the distribution wing and get the gear out to those, to send out the hardware to those partners who want to manage it themselves. So really, it's like, it's the Secure, it's the Titan, and then Titan do-it-yourself. So that is unique to Telarus partners, and we're seeing more and more people want to do it that way too. So again, there's pros and cons to both, and what we've said is, that's why we've gone to market with, we've done this partnership with Versa to accentuate that strength. So we're doing that, and then also too, the Microsoft Teams integrations with our UCaaS product. That's something, it's, again, everyone's using Teams so much now, and to be able to offer that integration, it's very exciting, and I think partners are definitely going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I love the flexibility of the offering where you look at it and say, manage it all the way yourself, or manage it all the way to the other end, and let us take care of it for you. I think that gives the flexibility partners need to find the answer for customers as they're trying to navigate this new normal, and how do they clean up contracts, and where do they go from there. So fascinating how that works. What if I'm a new partner, or maybe I haven't worked with you before? What resources are available to me to help get up to speed on your products?
Yeah, great question. Obviously, everything can start with myself. Again, being the National Channel Manager for Telesystem, I cover all Telarus partners coast to coast. So I'm a great place to start. But we have phenomenal resources. Really, one of the strengths about Telesystem is just the experience from the very beginning. Whether let's say a partner either wants to learn more or has a specific opportunity, I'm just gonna, again, I'm a great place to start. I can tell the Telesystem story very well, where, and I know really where we're going to be a fit. I know where we're not a fit too. I'll be honest, if it's something like you need just like a single side of coax, probably not the fit for us. So I try to be upfront about that. But really, we have phenomenal sales engineering resources. I'm proud to say we have a lot more engineers than salespeople at this company, and we have a real focus on design, both pre and post implementation. That's where we found that you can offer that level of again, white glove, so to speak, in the channel. We want to do that, and so yeah, people would engage with me, and then I pull in the necessary resources. Whether if that's based on solution set, or perhaps maybe a different skill set with one of our engineers. I help sort of quarterback those engagements and pull in the resources that are necessary. And I can proudly say that at Telesystem, we have some of the best engineers I've ever worked with in my career. And they do a great job of doing a needs assessment and really not just trying to force things, making sure it's going to work and it's going to deploy correctly and give them what they need.
And they'll get on calls with my end user customers and talk to them whatever I need to help support through that.
Absolutely. We'll always follow the partner's lead on things. We don't want to overstep, but if they want to come to us, again, we know what we do well. We have our strengths. We have our expertise. We would love to work side by side with Telarus partners to drive those engagements, do the needs assessments, and find just find the fit that's going to be right. So we say if the partner wants to do that, we love getting on those calls, and we found when we do that, we have a very high success rate of getting the deal.
Well, that brings to another important point. So your approach to the channel has been somewhat limited, right? You have a few masters, but talk through the approach to the channel and why Telesystem sees the importance of a master like Telarus.
Absolutely. There's a number of reasons. I've known Telarus personally for many years. I've known you for many years. And I just continue to be impressed with the Telarus employees that I see on a daily basis, from marketing, partner support, the engineers, your channel managers, leadership. So we find you guys are definitely a master agent that we can leverage for growth. Obviously, the channel allows for scale at a rate that you can't do any other way. And basically, as we are again, not maybe necessarily being a household name, we can leverage Telarus and the infrastructure you guys have in place. The phenomenal tools, again, between GeoQuote and all the other things, some of the products matrices you have, those are fantastic, and that's really why we feel like the way for us to get out there and find more partners to work with, find more opportunities, is leveraging our relationship with Telarus. And again, we are continuing to work with you guys, and we found we're having great success. I would say over the last year, I've seen just the partner engagement and sales just increase steadily with you guys. And again, that's a testament to you, being someone that we want to work with, and in knowing what we are, what we do, and having whether it's the support team or the channel managers getting in front, helping us find the partners to work with. It's been a very good experience.
Well, I will tell you that we have great experiences during installs, great experiences during qualification, and we have positive feedback from the partner community. And so this group brings deals, right? So you know what?
Yeah.
Let's talk. I know you're always competitive on the pay side of things. Any spiffs we should know about? Anything that I should be thinking about from a acceleration right now from a payment level?
Yeah, absolutely. On the residual level, I think we're on the more, we're pretty aggressive and on the higher side for those. And then on the spiff side of things, we have something right now. We're calling it a race to the summit spiff. We've got a number of different things. I believe it's on your back end, your portal. But just to give you some high level on it, it's I think right now it's 4x on any SIP trunks. It's 3x on our UC, and then 1x on data. That's coax, managed Wi-Fi, SD-WAN, 1x on managed security, or 1x on co-location. And then also we have some kickers there. Anything, and this is to all you partners out there who haven't done business with us. There's an additional 1x on all new first-time Telesystem deals with new partners. So a little extra juice there too. So you can, we want to again, we're growing with you guys, and we're trying to find new ways to work together. So I think again, I'll make sure you guys have this on your back end. But yeah, some great opportunities to do this, and these are all good through the end of February of next year. So we're already starting to see people taking advantage of this. So we're very excited about it.
Wow, we've covered a lot, right? That's exciting that it goes through February. That lets me know that I have some ramp time to get some of these deals through and get some of these deals done.
For sure.
That helps a lot. But here, I'm going to try to summarize what I've heard today. So I've heard incredible experience with an aggregator that has a robust offering. I've heard think about UCAS and tying it to Teams. I hear about a custom managed Wi-Fi opportunity and SD-WAN that's flexible from take care of it completely, the customer, all the way to completely outsourced and managed with resources and payments to match that. So anything I missed there that we should re-highlight as we get ready to wrap up?
No, you did a great job. Now, I appreciate that. Again, we are, what I'll say is, some people, we're not trying to just be a jack of all trades. I will say that we do a lot of things, but our product and our engineering team, they do a phenomenal job of just vetting things out. We're not always going to be the first to market because we do a lot of, QA and testing. We want to make sure when we bring on a new technology, we partner with a new supplier that it's ready to go from day one. So again, so that we have our own people in implementation and support. They're the experts on it as well. They're not just going outside of, going back to the vendor. Again, everything with us, we own it 100%. Our technologies are in our core, in our data centers, fully managed by us. So we have to know it. Is it buck stops with us? So that's from pre-sale to post-sale and to support. We got a full our knock or support is fully U.S. based, 24/7, 365. You're going to always get someone live on the phone, ready to take care of you. So really, for us, it's about we have the multiple solutions, and it's the experience really, and that's really kind of trying how we try to position ourselves where we want to make this the best possible experience from the very beginning, from the first call, from the first engagement with myself to many years down the road with a happy customer. So that's really our focus.
It's a great summary of it. And so, that's a perfect place to wrap up and say, if you're out there and you haven't given Telesystem a chance and you haven't utilized them for some of the needs, look for that opportunity that makes sense and reach out to Ray. Ray, thank you for being part of the Race to the Summit. I know this has been a fun experience as we figured out a new normal, as we're all trying to navigate what this looks like going forward. Critical partner, critical supplier we have here. Make sure you're connecting. And so with that, we'll wrap up here from the studio in Telarus at headquarters in Sandy, Utah. Thank you for being part of this, and I appreciate you being part of our community. Until we can see each other in person, stay safe out there.